Hi Flosstube, my name is Haley, also known as Peregrine Stitcher, here on Flosstube and over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, which is all about cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 15 and it is March 5th, 2023. So welcome back if you've been here before, and for anyone new, hello. Great to meet you. I hope you like what you see. So I have a lot to show you. I feel like I haven't done as much stitching as normal during February, but I have a few things. So let's jump right into it. I have two finishes. The first one is the TGA Red Work Sampler by Just Stitching Along. And so I was able to finish this. I think it turned out great. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. I loved all the alphabets and then all of the other doodads in there. This is done on Fiber on a Whim Milk and Honey, 32 count with floss from Stash. The main reds, the brighter red is Lucille by Roxy Floss Co. and the darker red is Falu Red. And the other stuff I just pulled from Stash. It is 2/2, which I really like. It's rather chunky. It was so much fun. I did change the cat to be a black cat for Oliver, who is lurking on the floor right now. And then I changed the TGA to HH, which just barely fit because those H's are big. Anyhow, this was just a lot of fun and I really enjoyed stitching it, and I think it's gonna look great on my sampler wall. I will probably try to get it over to the framers next time I'm in town. I didn't have time this time. Hey, stop it. Sorry, Oliver's trying to eat my floss bags. Okay, so this is TGA Red Work Sampler. Okay. And then I had another little finish. Stop. Come on, go on. Go on. I hesitated whether to show this, but I'm gonna go ahead and show this. So this is my small for Stitch North, which is coming up at the end of April. And it is a portion of a pattern from Sewing Club by Blackbird called Tiny Treetops Rose or Time. And so this is what I did here. Isn't it cute? Oh, it was so much fun. So this is done on a 36 count Seraphim antique lace, and I just used floss from Stash, and I added SN for Stitch North. I added the year. Those were about the only changes that I made, but I just thought this was so cute. And so my plan is, hopefully with some help from a friend, to get this turned into something finished. I don't know, maybe a glasses case, maybe a little notions pouch or a little needle minder, but the stitching is done and I thought this just turned out very cute. Okay, so that was exciting. Okay, then to move on to whips, I did a little more work on Song of the Nightingale by Modern Folk Embroidery. Love this one. So here's where I'm at. I finished 1/3, I guess. I love the colors on this. They're just beautiful. So this is done on 40 count porcelain from Roxy, and I'm also using Roxy floss. So the dark blue is called Great Lakes, the light blue is Deja Blue, and the pink is Oink. and it's just such a delight to stitch, and it's so beautiful. I just don't know how he comes up with these things. They're so stunning. I swear to goodness. Really having a lot of fun with this, and I plan to continue. Okay. Next up is Florence Mary Dickinson by Hands Across the Sea. This was an exclusive for Hobby House Needleworks, and I've been working away on this, having a lot of fun. So here we go. This is what she looks like right now. Ah, love the colors. It's so bright. So I think last time I had just done this top corner here and the entire border. And so I worked my way over to the other side. Just loving this. It's on a 40 count Tabby Cat Creme Brulee, and I'm using DMC. So I can back out a little bit so you can see the final size. Quite a ways to go, but I'm really loving stitching this one. I'll pull it in a little bit so you can see some of the detail. Oh, the flowers, they're so amazing. And that border is just, it's so delicate. It's beautiful. So, really enjoying this one too. Florence Mary Dickinson. Okay. Next up is the Stitch Along for Brenda's Birthday Sal, which is Martha Evans by the Scarlet House. And I'm really enjoying this one as well. Let's see here. So again, I did the whole border just so I could rest easy. And now I'm working my way back down. So I had done, again, just the top left, I guess, and have worked my way across. Oh my goodness, look at that berry bowl. It is stunning. Oh my goodness, just the colors are amazing. And I am loving every minute of this. The colors are so bright, and it's just such a joy to stitch. Try to bring it in a little bit so you can see. It's so pretty. I love this one so much. So this is on a 40 count Hemingway, and I'm using NPI silks. So yeah, this is coming along great. I'm looking forward next to doing the little bunnies. Little bunnies are next. So that'll be fun for March. Okay. The next one I worked on was Memorabilia, which is at the Met. And I got a little bit done on this, not as much as I would have liked, but I got some. Get the right side here. Okay. So here she is. So I had done the entire skirt from like the waist down last time. And so this time I did the bodice, and I started on the skin. And usually I would do 1/1 on the skin, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it on this one. I just couldn't handle it. There's so much skin, and I was just gonna hate every minute of it. So I said, I'm just gonna do 2/2 this time, and it'll be what it'll be. But I think, I think it'll be okay. It's such a large pattern that I don't think it'll make that much of a difference once all the beading is on. But it's just gorgeous. I am just loving this one. It's so beautiful. This is done on 32 count Mind Blowing by Fortnite Fabrics. And I'm using the called for DMC and Karen Water Lily silks. So really not that much more stitching to go. I need to, you know, finish her arms and her face and head. And there's a little bit around the edges, but most of the rest of it is beading. So I'm getting pretty close on this one. It's so pretty. Yay. Okay, and then I pulled out a couple of old whips that I hadn't worked on for a while. I don't know if I should have done this or not because now I'm a little chagrined, shall we say. So I pulled out a couple dimensions kits, which is what I used to do exclusively in my early stitching days. And I still love them. But I'm not enjoying working on them. So one of the ones that I pulled out is this one, which is Elegant Geisha, a gold collection petites. And this one was almost done, and so I really just want to finish it. So here she is. And so I finished, you know, the entire geisha, and I've been working on this very tedious background section, as well as the wisteria around the top, which there isn't that much more to do, really. It's just this other side. I gotta finish the rest of the background and then do the back stitching, although there is a fair amount of back stitching with metallic thread, and there's some French knots and other specialty stitches on her gown. So I do want to finish this, but it's not fun to work on. The fabric is so stiff and the thread is yucky, and it's so hard to pull it through. I don't know, I guess I've moved on from dimensions kits, but I do want to finish this one. One that I probably am thinking I will not finish, but that I worked on a little bit, is this one, which is Gracious Era, which had been my snowstorm stitch. But we haven't had a lot of snowstorms this winter. But I did get this out a little bit, and I had the same issues that I had with the other dimensions kit. So this is where I'm at. I kind of did this horse and carriage right here, and that was all I did, and I couldn't do anymore. I just was hating every minute of it. I mean, you can see this fabric it could stand up by itself. And this thread was very sticky, and the chart is hard to follow. And I just wasn't enjoying it. And you know what? I have so many other things that I want to work on, that I am enjoying work on, that I think I might have to let that one go. Or if I do it again, I would just start over and do it on a different fabric. But then I guess I'd have to get all new threads. Anyhow, I'm gonna put that aside for now and think about it later. But I did a little bit of work, so I wanted to show you. And then this is exciting. I have a new start. I finally picked out my colors for Reaching Skyward, which is the NFE 2023 Sal. So I have the regular book. I also got the 4 options for the middle section. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. And so here are my colors. They're so pretty. Look at this. So I saw these advertised on the Evertote website as mini hanks. They're one of a kind. And they just happened to be next to each other. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Those are the ones. That's what I want. So this is Uncle Fester, which is a blue, black, but it also has a little bit of green running through it. And then this is Sage-ish, which is a sage green, but it also has a little bit of brown, a little bit of minty green. And I just think they look so beautiful together. And I was able to get the hanks, mini hanks, which will be plenty for this project, which takes a lot of thread. And so here's my start. It's still on the Q-snap. I've been working on it today. And yeah, I'm just loving it so far. I'm going to try to finish this top border today or maybe by tomorrow. And then hopefully I can wrangle it onto a smaller Q-snap because I'm going back to Chicago tomorrow. So I'm hoping I can get it on a smaller Q-snap and take it on a plane to start working my way down the border on the side. I'm way behind, obviously, because it's March. So I'm 2 months behind. I'm going to try to do what I can to catch up. But I don't know if you can see it. The contrast isn't showing up as well on the camera as it does in real life. But I think it will once I start putting in the separate, you know, medallions and motifs and so forth. So I'm really excited to get going on this and not be paralyzed by indecision like I usually am. So yeah, that's really fun. And look at those colors though. Aren't they pretty? I could just sit here and pet them. They're so gorgeous. Anyhow, so that is fun. Let's see, in terms of haul, I really have not been buying that much. I did get one chart, which I'm so excited. So thank you to New Hampshire Stitcher, who gave me the heads up that this was available because I've been looking for this for a long time. This is Sally Spencer, and it was re-released by 1884 Stitchery. I ordered it immediately. So I just have to get it kitted up and then I'm gonna start this. I think I might copy Jody from Trixie Tricycle and do the Sally O'Malley version. I can kick, stretch and kick because I'm turning 50 this year and I'm 50. I can kick, I can stretch, and I can kick. So that'll be just a fun thing to do for me for turning 50. But I'm so excited to be able to get this again, and I can't wait to get it kitted up. And then I did get my, I got my Floss Club selections. I'll show them to you just because they're so beautiful and springy. So Color and Cotton, look at these spring colors. So beautiful. We've got Spring Rain, Duck Egg, Baby Chick, Snapdragon, and Toasted Marshmallow. Aren't those beautiful? Makes me want spring to come. We still have a lot of snow here. And then these are equally springy. Look at these. Baby Carrots, Muddy Nose, Butterfly Bush, Mint Chip, and Green Tea. They're all so good. Love those colors. And then I also get the Classic Collection, all of which are equally delightful. We have Lilac, Bing Cherry, Avocado, Banana, and Delft Blue. Love all of these. I do think I'm getting enough floss, but then every time I get them, they're just so beautiful and I want more. So I don't know. I really should be focusing on linen at this point. Anyhow, and then I got the Roxy Floss Co. Floss Club, and look at their new tags. Aren't those cool? There's the parrot. I guess the parrot's name is Roxy. So we have Tarte, Garden Party, I meant to look at these ahead of time. Pedal to the metal. Figure of speech. And Lady Luck. So those are gorgeous. I love that purple. That is fantastic. So lovely. And then the neutrals are all these wonderful kind of versions of gray, which it's always so hard to get a good gray that doesn't have some tint to it. So look at these. That was nice. So we have Dutiful, Lead It Be, Anchors Away, Tempest. Look at that. Oh, look at that variegation. That's Tempest. That's so good. And Greater Porpoise. So always good to have a good selection of grays to draw on. Just beautiful. Anyhow, that's all I have gotten. I have not been buying a lot. However, I have been making a list because there are a lot of things that I want to get. So hopefully, maybe by next time, I'll have some more interesting things to show you. Anyhow, this will just be a short one. I just wanted to touch bases and show you what I've been working on. It's been a super busy month. I had out-of-town company in Chicago twice. I had my friend from Minneapolis come visit me, and we went to, we had a great time. We went to Alinea, which is a really amazing restaurant. I think I mentioned that last time. I was unfortunately really sick, but we couldn't cancel because it was prepaid. It was still really nice, and it was her birthday, and so I'm glad we had that experience. I could not enjoy it to the fullest because I wasn't feeling well, but I'm really glad that we did it. It was, I would say, more of an experience than a meal. It was pretty amazing. If you want to get a sense of what it was like, it was featured in the first season of Chef's Table on Netflix. The chef there is, his name is, I think it's Greg Ashatz. Anyhow, just incredible. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, which I really enjoyed. And then I also had a friend from high school. I went to high school out in Oregon. So I had a friend from high school come visit me, and so we had a great time visiting the sites in Chicago. So that was a lot of fun, but it was also 2 whole weekends out of February, which is usually when I stitch. So I didn't get as much done. And we had board meetings, which was, you know, a lot to do. Anyhow, looking forward to March. I really can't wait until spring comes. There's still a lot of snow here in New York, not so much in Chicago, but we seem to have sidestepped a lot of the bad weather, so that's good. Anyhow, like I said, I'm just going to keep this one short. Hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you again in about a month or so. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.